Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy President's Day to you. I just wanted to take a little time, wish everybody a happy holiday. Hope you guys enjoyed Valentine's Day. Hope you got everything you wanted. Hope you had a little bit of fun too. So today, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my perspective on President's Day. And it's funny because I have to say my perspective, the way that I do it, because with everything being so political now, and without you having the correct type of diploma or certifications or qualifications, people will completely discredit what you have to say, even if it's a good talking point, even if it's meant to invoke thought, even if it's meant to invoke conversation. So I want you guys to look at this as just a conversation starter. I would love to have your opinions down in the comments. I would love just to hear back from you guys and be able to interact with you. So I'm going to start like this. On Friday, I sent my manager an email and I was trying to get some answers on something. And her response back to me was, I'll get back to you on Tuesday, being that Monday is a holiday. And it was so funny to me because that was kind of the mindset that I had on Martin Luther King's Day. Like, a really big holiday for me, for my people, is coming up. So I normally don't take a whole bunch of time off, guys. Like, I always find myself on. And what I mean by that is, like, if you call me about, work in the evening time when everyone else is off, typically I'll answer. I'm just always on. But she let me know very clearly, like, hey, I'll get back to you on Tuesday because Monday is a holiday. So during Martin Luther King Day, whenever we had that additional day off, I was letting people know, like, hey, you know what? I'll get back to you on Tuesday because Monday is a very important holiday for me. And she let me know very clearly that President's Day was a holiday for her. So I decided that I wanted to talk to you guys about my perception on President's Day and just give like my thought on it. So growing up, like, politics and stuff like that wasn't really my thing. Whenever I went to college, I didn't think I would, be too interested in political science. However, I majored in criminal justice, and as part of criminal justice, you had to take, it was like a requirement, a prerequisite, that you had to take political science. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, like, why in the world do I need political science if I'm majoring in criminal justice? Hear me out. Not knowing that whenever you think about laws, you have to take into account, like, Senate, Congress, the Supreme Court, voting, your local elections, right? So I learned a lot in college about politics. And what really, really stood out to me in the class was there was a political science major. I was taking this political science class. I believe it was like a 200 level course. And there was a political science major, and he was a black guy. And he was like completely tatted up. And he had and I never would have thought that political science was his major. And this guy was just like insanely intelligent when it came to politics. And I thought, wow, this might be interesting. This was around the time that President Obama, shout out to the Obamas, was running for office. And so this is really what sparked my interest in political science. And so I think I talked to you guys a lot on my Facebook about political issues and things like that. Not because I'm pushing an agenda for one candidate over the other, but just because it grew interesting to me in college. And for us, it was our time to make history. We had a black guy running for president. You know what I mean? So shout out to it being Black History Month as well. So another reason why I'm trying to do my little dedication today to President Obama. Thank you, sir, for the things that you endured for us. And everyone's gonna say, endured? What do you mean by endured? When I say the things that you endured, I mean your upbringing. I mean your intelligence. You had the audacity to hope. Plug, pun intended. You had hope for us. And a lot of people look at you or look at your 2 terms and say, oh, well, he really didn't do a whole bunch for black people or da-da-da-da-da, you know, all the stereotypes. But thank you for enduring that and giving us hope. Because you gave us hope, now we can say to our children, to the next generation, to our cousins, to our little small nieces and nephews, hey, if you want to be president, you can be president one day. If you want to be first lady, huge shout out to Michelle Obama. Lady, you did your thing. You still doing your thing. I honor you, ma'am. I honor you, ma'am. And same today to President Joe Biden and Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. Thank you guys for doing what you're doing for us. And when I say thank you, it's not that I'm praising these people or that I'm putting them in place of God, but I thank you guys just for having a better outlook. I thank you guys just for giving hope. I'm not going to agree with every single thing that a party does. I'm not going to agree completely with the Democrat Party because there's flaw and error in everything. I'm not going to agree completely with the Republican Party because there's flaw and error in everything. However, I thank you guys just for giving hope. Now, like I often say, which I got from TD Jakes, eat the meat and throw the bones, right? Like there are going to be things that you agree with, and you can take those things and you can let that be protein to your body. But the bone of it, the thing that you don't want, toss it out, just like we normally do, right? However, with bones, you can actually put them in water or stew or broth, and the marrow that's in the bones can actually give you substance. So what I'm trying to say is there is some good stuff in some of the stuff that we're discarding, right? So thinking about President Obama, there were some things that a lot of people just did not agree with. But the way that gentleman, that man of a dark hue represented us, and there was no scandals, anything like that in his presidency, it was so monumental for us. And that, for me, on today, is something that I can celebrate. So President's Day also has huge meaning for me because it gave me hope. It gave me an interest in political science, whereas before, I really was not into politics. It wasn't my thing. I thought you just vote for the president. I did not know that you also had the option of like electing the sheriff and all these things that I learned in college in political science. So there's a different mindset. I was exposed to a different mindset in college that opened up my intellect to political science. And, talking for me, guys, is so nerve-wracking to get in front of the camera and talk because, I went back and I watched my last video about the anatomy of the body and stuff like that. And I kept like doing that little... And I thought about the joke. I don't know if it was Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer or Bernie Mac, all 3 phenomenal African-American comedians who made the joke about the sweet guy. He was like, why you keep tasting yourself? We all know you sweet. But, it resonated with me when I went back and watched my video because I'm like, why do you keep... But I realized I had just come from the gym. And I was dehydrated, so my mouth was a lot drier. So those are the little things that I'm looking for in my new videos. But I said that to say to the next generation, just get to it. If you know that you're supposed to be in front of a camera and you know that you have knowledge and wisdom to drop for other people, get to it. Do it wrong. Do it wrong. Because doing it wrong, when you go back and watch it, those are things that you can pay attention to on the next go round. So this time I'm a little bit more conscious about the way that I'm speaking to you guys. I'm trying my best not to do that thing. My mouth was dry, y'all, so forgive me. Thank y'all for bearing with me through it. But it's a joke inside the African American community about like, why do the sweet guys keep tasting them? And no, I'm not saying that I'm sweet. And that's another thing. Shout out to President Obama because during his term, he opened up for gay marriages, right? And so when he did that, and I'm not praising it, I'm not saying that it's the right way, I'm not saying that it's wrong, but it was like a new dimension that he opened up, right? And a lot of people in that LGBTQ plus community, they don't want to be known by their sexuality. And once you release your sexuality, that's pretty much like all that people know you by. Like, oh, well, that's so and so, the gay guy. Oh, like whenever I knew I was gonna have a brain fart. Bashadi Bakuti, I'm saying his name all wrong. I'm butchering it. See this? I'm on camera, but I'm doing this. Whenever he ran, everyone would say, "Oh, the gay candidate." Like, what does that matter? He was so intelligent, but once he released his sexuality, that's all that people identified him by. Like, there are people within the LGBTQ community who don't want to be known or labeled by their sexuality. They just want to be. They just want to be who they are. And huge shout out to President Obama again, because he opened up rights for everyone. And we all have this idea that we're created equal and that we should all have the same rights and that we should all be treated as people, as humans. And I want to say that Barack Obama was more than a president to black people. He was a president to all people, and that gave hope. So huge shout out to you. This is just my little rant. I'm at almost 11 minutes, so I'm going to cut it short because I know sometimes videos go on and on and on and on and on. But I just wanted to give you guys a little brief into my mind and let you guys know that I do honor and celebrate President's Day. It is a privilege to be an American. Even though we have our bad flaws, even though we have our bad history, we're getting better. And I absolutely love African American history, and I absolutely love Black History Month because it gives us a chance to show us where we come from, where we are, and where we're headed. A lot of people say, oh, you just keep looking back and reopening old wounds. You just keep reopening old wounds. But unless we look at that, realize how far we've come a long way from there. But then where we are, we have to realize there's still some issues. There's still some issues. We're not there yet. So in our process of getting there, we still have work to do. And the only way to know what work needs to be done is to look at where we are, realize where we were, and then set a vision for where we're going. And so I honor you today on President's Day. This is my shameless plug for Black History Month. Thank you, President Barack Obama. Thank you, First Lady Michelle Obama. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you for the hope that you instilled into this country. And the song pops into my head, hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. And I'm going to shine, shorty, until my heart stop. So 50 Cent, you know what I mean? So I just thank you guys for giving us hope, exposing us to hope. Bruh, you had the audacity to hope like that, and then you did it not just once. You turn around and won again. You did it twice and did it better than anyone has ever seen it, in my opinion. So I just thank you so much for the hope that you have put out there for young African-American men like myself, who may have a few tattoos, who may have a little different swag. You know what I mean? But we're doing the best we can because we've seen it in you guys. And I thank you guys. Just the intellect and listening to Michelle Obama speak, it's just like intelligence oozes out of her pores. And I love that, the elegance of her. I mean, I just love that. You did a phenomenal job. They all often say Obama needed a Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Because like you two together, it just don't. That's the Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know what I mean? So like, I just honor you guys so much. Happy President's Day to everybody. Keep your head up. Keep your hope up. Keep depression down. Press that down. Press that down. Keep that anxiety down if you can. If you can get a hold to it, get moving. Keep dancing. Keep grooving. I honor you guys. One love, honor, respect to the Most High. Love y'all.